I call the Honourable Member Darian Fenton in reply.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Well, first of all, I want to thank the colleagues in the House who made sensible and reasonable contributions to this debate. And I am really glad that this bill was drawn from the ballot, even though it's very clear where the National Party is going with it, because I think what it's done tonight is reveal the real agenda of the National Party. It's revealed their real agenda around the local government reform. It's made it very clear that deep down in their hearts they don't like libraries, they hate books, they hate people having access to knowledge, and they think people should pay for it. They think it should be about user pays, and never mind the people that can't afford to pay. And what we've heard from this government tonight is if you don't have access to a computer, if you don't have access to a computer because you can't afford one, broadband's no use to you. Broadband's no use to people at home if they can't have it. And yet we have this whole program of e-government. It's all about information provision online by the government to the citizens of New Zealand, but this government wants to make sure that is impossible. I'm really looking forward to seeing and hearing about some of the local members visiting their local libraries and seeing what was the word you used about the librarians? The anger and the rage of 1,000 librarians raining down on them, because they will. I think the attitude, the sniggering and sneering that's gone on from the government tonight shows nothing but contempt for those people who work at our libraries, who are committed to what is a public good. Now, I've got a very, very interesting question to ask the members of the government. Are they prepared to cough up for user pays for the Parliamentary Library? Are they? Are they?
That's a good question.
Are you prepared to have the Parliamentary Library as user pays? No, it's a fair question. Silence. Silence on the other side. So it's fine for the citizens, for the poor citizens, to have to pay for their local library. Well, who pays for a good question? Yes, it is a very... But it did absolutely shut them up. I'm also interested, I thought Nikki Kay made an attempt at least of making a contribution, and I know that she's chaired an inquiry into the digital future of New Zealand, and I do know that the librarians, Leanne's, made a submission on the digital divide, a very, very important decision. I'm very looking forward to Nikki Kay on her next visit to the Auckland Public Library, when she trots along and wanders around showing her support for the library and getting a photo in the paper and all the rest of it. She's just lost the library vote. She's lost the library vote, and there will be other members that will be in that same situation. There's an old saying that it is well known that libraries are dangerous places. Libraries are dangerous places because they actually help people challenge themselves, learn new ideas, and actually possibly challenge the status quo. How dangerous is that? This government wants to shut this down. They do not want dangerous places called libraries. They do not want ordinary people to have access to knowledge and information on the internet, because by keeping them shut out of information, they can make sure that they control the future. Well, I've got news for them tonight, Mr Speaker. This is not the end of this bill. It may be voted down by those members, but I can tell all of you in the House that this is not the end of the matter. The librarians of New Zealand will continue to mobilise around this. The citizens of New Zealand and the communities of New Zealand will mobilise around it. They will be outraged when they hear about the appalling speeches from the members of the government tonight.
Right. The question is that the motion be agreed to. As men of that opinion will please say aye.
Aye.
The contrary, no.
No.
Ayes have it. Party vote called for. The clerk will please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes in favour.
Green Party.
14 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
In favour.
Māori Party.
3 votes in favour.
Mana.
1 vote in favour.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 vote opposed.
Honourable members, the ayes are 60, the noes are 61. The motion is not agreed to. Right, well, in that case, it looks like we call on members' order of the day number 4.